Today, we are going to talk about something very powerful, I think, anyway. Something that can quietly transform your life without flipping everything upside down or causing a big issue or ruckus or stress or anything like that. It's called intentional living. Now we're going to talk about it. Hello, everyone. I am Patricia and I am 59 years old, and I am planning to live this last year in my 50s with intention. Welcome back to my channel. At this stage in our lives, and I know we've all heard it, we've all said it, us over 50s gals, we have been through it. We've been through a lot. We've been pushed and pulled and twisted and everything, every which way, every scenario, everything you can imagine. We've been there and done that. We've raised families, had careers. We've put others before our others' needs, before our own. I think we probably have a PhD in doing that. We supported others even when we were on empty. When we had nothing left, we still gave, and gave. Somewhere along the way, we just succumbed. We just went along to get along. We just went with the flow, or however you want to say that. We just did it because we always felt that we were expected to, and that's just what you do. You give everything, you do everything, and you put yourself last. In this last year, my 50s, I really thought long and hard about that, about my life, and all the transitional things that you think about at these big ages. And I don't know, I guess I thought, is this how it is? Is this just how it's going to be? And I also, coupled with the fact that I'm leaving an era, my 50s. And I don't know, I was just thinking, is this it? Am I okay with it being like this? Is there something else? Do I dare? Can I dare? I asked, is this a life that is bringing me joy? Is this, what am I getting out of this for myself? And I think we all think things like that when we ponder, a life lived and we're at these big ages. What was it all for? All those things that we think about that we don't really think about when we're in the thick of it, when we're in the fray, if you will. Well, I believe that when we get in these big ages, that we have the luxury of thinking about it. We have time to sit still and think about it. Think about how we're going to play this thing out. Yeah, I know I did. And I know some of the things that I thought, I didn't have a name for it. I didn't think, okay, I'm going to, you know, well, I guess I did. I did say I want to do everything with intention now. I did come to that conclusion that I want to make things, I don't want to just live haphazardly and just allow things to happen. I want to make things happen, good things happen for myself. Yeah, that's what I came to that conclusion, and I found out that there is a thing as intentional living, living with intention, making your own path. And that's, yeah. and that is it. And I believe that living with intention may look different for different people as far as the outcomes and the journey. But I believe that the act of living with intention, that's pretty much the same. I think it's pretty much like you're slowing down, like you're taking time to choose the path that's best for you. The difference between just allowing things to happen and going along and deciding this is what I want and this is how I'm gonna make it happen with intention. And I know out here in these YouTube streets, there are a lot of videos about living with intention that I found, and there's something for everybody. I'm not the type of person that I can't look at a big list of things and with excitement, like with and be motivated, because if there's too many things that is required, I just know that I would be set up to fail trying to do something like that. So for me, and I know for everyone, we all have our different ways of doing this. And I just think it is important for everyone to know that it doesn't have to be big. It doesn't have to be a list of 20 things that you have to do. It is tailor made for you. It is you making the choice on how you want your life to play out. It doesn't have to be hard, number one. It doesn't have to be perfect. We're not talking about perfection here. We're talking about progress. That's it. And what works for you. You don't have to quit your job. You don't have to go on some trek into the wilderness. And you really don't have to get up at 3 and 4 o'clock in the morning in order to live with intention. It is whatever you want to do. If you want to do those things, then that's what you do. But you don't have to. It's what you decide based on your values, what is right for you, and how you want things to be in your life. And that's how I've decided I'm going to live with intention this last year. And I'm not doing a whole lot of big things. For me, it's more the little things. There may be some big things, but it's more the little things that make so much of a difference. It might look like taking 5 minutes in the morning just for you. It might be unfollowing a social media account that drains your energy, or finally saying no to things that don't feel aligned anymore. These are small intentional acts, and each one says, I matter, my time matters, my energy matters. Ah, I always say in these big ages, but once you hit your 50s, I think you gain clarity. Yeah, I think you gain clarity. I know I did. That the thought processes get going about things that you didn't think about before. We start to think about the things that we've tolerated for so long and the things that we've missed out on. And we realize that we don't have to be on autopilot anymore. We don't have to just do clarity. We realize that this is not about proving anything. We don't have to do that. It's about choosing everything. You get to define what intentional living looks like. Maybe it's setting boundaries with grace. Maybe it's carving out time to explore what lights you up. Maybe it's finally putting your own peace at the top of your list without guilt. And here's the beautiful part, you can do it your way at your pace with as much or as little effort as feels right. Intentional living isn't about adding pressure to your life. In fact, it's about eliminating the pressure to be everything to everyone. It's not about hustling or perfection. It's about removing the pressure from having to be everything to everyone. It's about alignment. It's about checking in with yourself and choosing the kind of life that feels right for you, not a life that has been forced on you. When you live with intention, every choice, big or small, becomes a quiet declaration. This is my life, and I'm going to live it with meaning. So if you're feeling overwhelmed, bored, or stuck in it, I know I was. Just start small, start simple. Like you don't have to go above and beyond. Just the little things. Change, make little changes. One decision, one breath, one boundary at a time. Living intentionally isn't about doing more. It's about doing what matters more. And that, I think, is the superpower. Yeah, I feel the strength in that. So, what is one small thing that you think you can do this week? Leave a comment, leave a little comment down below. Let me know, what is one small thing that you can do with intention, just for you, because you wanted to do it and it matters to you. So if you like this video, give me a thumbs up, and again, leave a comment below. And until next time, bye.